Hi everybody and welcome back to Beetle Knees Plays, and I'm back on Transport Fever 2, and I've not done anything on this much over the last couple of weeks or so, and what I have been doing up to now, if anybody is interested, is doing some of the first few tutorials and campaign missions. But I kind of got to a point where I was itching to get my teeth into playing some more free mode and seeing how that went. And so I thought I'd start a bit of a series on that. And the map I've chosen now, I don't know whether this is available on consoles or not, because I know this game has been recently released on consoles. I'm playing this. I'm playing the PC version on Geforce Now. So I'm using my Nvidia Shield Pro TV, and I'm playing on my TV, my living room TV, and using an Xbox controller. So I am going to be playing it like the console. Because I'm interested to see how that works. I've been having a little play around with it. It seems to work very well to me, to be honest. It is effectively the console version as well, because I'm using the controller. That's really what I wanted to do, so that it kind of encompasses everybody really. And the map I've chosen is actually it's a mod available now. I don't know whether this mod is available on consoles. I don't know how the mods work on there not having the game. So somebody could perhaps put a comment down to say whether the mods are available or not. I don't know. I've tried to research it a little bit on the internet, but I can't seem to find a definitive answer on that. I think there are some official mods and what have you, but I don't know whether there's any third-party mods. So if somebody could let me know, that would be cool. So I've chosen this UK map, which we'll have a look at in a minute. But just in case anybody doesn't know how to do that, to set the map up, you can actually go into the map editor. I've done a video on this before on the map editor, so you can go into this map editor area here, and you can choose what type of terrain you want, whether it's temperate, dry, tropical, etc., etc., etc. But if you download a map, it tends to be kind of locked in a sense. What you get. So if I go to free game, and here again you can sort your map out, but you can also play a map which you've previously made on the other section I just showed you. So if I select Y for play map, you can see here these are all maps that I've been messing about with really. The one I'm looking at here is this Great Britain one. Now, like I said, I did download this as a mod from Steam. Now, I don't know how it works on console. It might not work. I don't know. But to be honest, if you just create your own map anyway, the series which I wanted to do here will apply to whether it's a downloaded map or a map you've made yourself. It doesn't really make any difference. You're still going through the same type of scenario of building up the area and creating the links and everything like that, what the game's all about. So the essence of the game is still the same whether you're playing your own map or a downloaded map. It doesn't make any difference really. But I was just quite interested. I found this Great Britain map and I thought, yeah, let's have a look at that. Now, I'm no expert. I'm no expert at this game. If you're here for any particular hidden hints and tips and things like that, you are not in the right place. If you're an expert at this game, you're probably not in the right place either, unless you want to have a bit of a laugh. But my channel is basically sort of centered around showing people, a sort of realistic gameplay, if you like, and one from somebody that hasn't perhaps played the game before, and what sort of problems you can come up against, and just generally things like that. I'm not here, I never have been here. My channel isn't about making me look good or anything like that. It's just about enjoying the game and making mistakes, and seeing where we end up. So if that kind of thing appeals to you, then stick around. And while we're at it, please give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. And I do have a Discord channel now, which I will put a link in the description as well. So we're here anyway in this map area. So I've selected the Great Britain map, as you can see. Now if you go to basic settings, you've got certain things there that you can change if you like. So let me go back into that again. So you've got town cargo needs. You can increase the amount of needs they want. I'm not going to do that at this stage. I'm just going to keep it relatively simple and see how we go with this one, because it's my first free play, so I don't want things to be too complicated. Industry closure never, and I've got industry density target disabled. So I'm just going to keep it at the default settings for that. Now in these options, now this is something that I couldn't quite figure out, was to how to change the start date, because I didn't want to I didn't want to start in 1850. I wanted to start a little bit later. So I was looking on the internet, and apparently there's this official Urban Games mod, which you need to, so if you do a map, you need to, if you want to change the date and not have it start at the default 1850, you need this particular mod, if I can find it. There we go, that Sandbox mod there. So it's a scripts mod, as you can see. It's by Urban Games, and what that will allow you to do, in fact, can I see? Yeah, I can see the details of that. Oh, it doesn't actually tell you, does it? I thought it told you somewhere, but it basically allows you to change the actual start date, or to change the date full stop within the game. So you can change it on the fly, actually. So that's the only way I've found of being able to change the start date if you download them. But now, if you create your own map, I think you can set the start date yourself. But if you download a map, I think the start date is already kind of encrypted into it, as it were. So this sandbox mode allows you to change it. I may be wrong on that. I don't know. I've not actually created my own map, to be honest, really, and gone into that. As I said, this is my first time playing sandbox mode, really. But yeah, if you want to be able to change your date on the fly, choose this sandbox mod here. And I got one or two other mods as well, which now these may cause problems as we go on, I don't know, but I thought we're doing a UK map, I'd download things like Britannia Bridge, Humber Bridge, Totley Tunnel, that's not too far from where I live, so I just thought I'd add a little bit of extra interest with one or two extra mods as well. But anyway, I did get the game set up, so let's go back to the main screen and let's get into load game. So I'm hoping that this is the actual one here. We'll see how we go. As like I say, I'm no expert at this game. The only time I have put into this game, really, apart from just one or two little bits of bobs of playing around with it, is the actual videos that I've got on the channel. I do love the game, but it's like I've said before, you know, there's so many different games to have a look at, and you know, especially when you're doing a channel as well, it's you constantly think, you know, is this something that's going to be of people's interest? And I'm constantly trying different games out just to see what people like, and it's all a time issue, really. It's all a time issue, but I do like this game. So yeah, this is the Great Britain map anyway. And as I said, as you can see, I'm doing it on the controller. I'm not using mouse and keyboard, which I have been doing in the past, being the fact that it's a PC version. So it's the whole of the UK, and it's got all the main towns on here. You know, you've got your London there, and your Brighton, Southampton, Bristol, and you're going up to Newport, Cardiff, Aberystwyth, and Sheffield is there where I am. There's my home city there. And Totley Tunnel, by the way, if anybody's interested, would be just to the west of Sheffield, so it would be somewhere kind of round this area here, and I may try and implement that as time goes on. And we've got the Humber there, Leeds, Middlesbrough, and right the way up to Scotland and Edinburgh there. I was in Edinburgh last summer. Never been to Scotland before, and I'd always wanted to go to Scotland, always wanted to go to Edinburgh, and that's where we went for a family holiday, and I absolutely enjoyed it. A fantastic city. If you live in Edinburgh, I mean, you may tell me different. If you live there, you may tell me it's like any other city, really, but as a visitor, I thought it was an absolutely fantastic place, and I really want to go back there, to be honest. So yeah, so this is the map. So wish that bloody tip would disappear. Are you going to go, or are you not going to go? So it says build stations in towns or industries to transport people or cargo. Well, we know all about that, don't we? So what I do know is that one of the best things to start on. How do you get rid of that bloody tip? Can't see. Oh, bugger off! Don't want you there. You're taking the view up. I don't know if I've got some kind of help thing on or what, but all these are flashing down here. I just want to be able to play the game on my own. Where would that be? If anywhere. Really, it wants to be gameplay, doesn't it? But I can't see where that would be really. So I don't know. Don't know where that would be. No idea. Hopefully it disappears at some point. But anyway, like I was saying, one of the best things to start on, apparently, is oil and distributing oil to various places. So there are one or two oil places dotted about, some oil sites, drilling sites. Can't remember what they call them in the game. Let me just zoom out a little bit. I'm getting a little bit confused with where I am here. So there was one down here somewhere. I was having a look at yesterday. Was it Wales? Ah, there. Yeah. So let's get. So yeah, Fishguard oil well there. So that's the type of thing we want an oil well. But then you need to get it to somewhere where they are wanting the oil to be refined. So obviously an oil refinery. Now the problem is, because we're limited on money, we've got less than 5 million now, I'm going to have to be very, very careful, and I can't be as liberal as I was in the campaign modes, because you got absolutely tons of money in the campaign modes, and I haven't got tons of money. I've got 5 million less actually, so we have to be very careful. So I'm looking really for somewhere where I don't have to build such a long railway line, perhaps. So I mean, it could even go by road technically, I suppose, if it's a short distance. But yeah, I don't want to be spending an awful lot. I've got to make a profit. That's the whole point of the game, isn't it? So there's nowhere around here, there's no oil refinery around here where I can get it sent to easily. So there's nothing round there whatsoever. So let's work our way up here a little bit. I can't see any oil round here. So there's nothing there. Is there anything up this side? So we're starting down here. Now there's a refinery there. Oh, it's a chemical plant, but they do need oil, although they want refined oil, don't they? So we're still looking for a refinery. That's a refinery down there, but you see that there's no oil well nearby. This is the issue, and I don't want to be taking it too far in the early stages. So let's keep on working our way up. So there's a refinery there, and that's coal, isn't it? So yeah, there's a refinery there. Another refinery. There's loads of oil refineries, but it's oil wells we want. So it looks like we're right up into Scotland here, aren't we? There's an oil well there. There's also one there actually, as well. But where's a refinery? Well, there is a refinery. Oh, no, that's a well. Sorry. So yeah, they're all oil wells up here, aren't they? So in actual fact, here there's an oil well there, and there's a refinery. This actually might be a place to start then, just to get some money coming in, because we have already a road network, and we don't have to build anything particularly, apart from the stations for them to pick up and drop off the oil. Now, I'd rather work with railways personally. The roads can tend to get a bit clogged and stuff like that, but we'll see how it goes. We can always change it in time, but let's make a start here and let's just see how it goes. I mean, at the end of the day, we can always pack in and start afresh, can't we? But I'm not too fussed. So right, let's come out of that, and I'm still getting a little bit used to this controller method of doing things. So we want road, and we want buildings, and we want a truck station. So let's get this truck station down around here somewhere. How do we rotate? It's D-pad, isn't it? Okay, so let's get that one in there, and then we will put that there. And I mean, really, I suppose I ought to put them a little bit further out. The less distance there is to travel, the less time it takes to go. But we'll try and remember that for future. And then we also need a depot as well. So let's go to the road depot, which is that one. And oops, keep wanting to press the shoulder button for the depot. Let's put that just there. Let's hope that they go that way. We don't want it there. This has got to cost us as little money as possible. So that's costing too much there. It's actually cheaper up here, isn't it? Oh, actually, you know, for the cost, I'm actually going to put it round here, I think. I'm going to put it there because it's cheaper. Right, okay. So back out of that, and now we need to buy our vehicles. So let's go into there and buy vehicles. And we want one that carries oil. So, oh, I'll tell you what I didn't do. Oh no, sorry, it's at 1900. If you look at the bottom right there, now this is one weird thing I found. I can't find a way of actually selecting that date at the bottom right of the screen. The only way I could find to do it is to use a mouse, which, you know, I think I've never actually done it. Have I done it on console? Yeah, I'm sure you can collect a mouse to consoles, can't you now? So I'm sure I've done it for when I used to play Geforce Now on the Xbox. So yeah, I've got my mouse here, which doesn't seem to be working. Oh, my mouse isn't working for some strange reason. I don't know why. Can't seem to get my mouse working, but I did manage to get. Let's just back out of this a moment. Let's just see if I can get my mouse working now. No, I can't. Why can't I get my mouse working? I'm just wondering whether the battery's run down on it, to be honest. The battery might run down. But anyway, that bottom right, I managed to get my mouse on it yesterday and change it using the mouse. Now, I can't seem to find a way of getting anything down to that bottom right side of the screen to change that date, but that mod I showed you earlier allows you to change the date. So as you can see, I've changed it to 1900. So that's the date I'm starting at. So, but yeah, if anybody knows a way of getting some kind of cursor up or something, then again put it down in the comments because it would be handy to know. But the only way I could find of doing that was to actually use the mouse, quite weirdly. But anyway, so let's get into here anyway again. Let's buy some vehicles, and we're looking for ones that carry oil. So And don't tell me, have we actually got problems already? Because I can't find one. Oh, all cargo. Right, okay. I was looking for a particular oil one, but it's all cargo, isn't it? So that's just passengers, though, that one. So we can't use that one. So yeah, okay. So that's awesome car, awesome cart. That can carry everything as well. And that one and that one. These are diesels, so I'm going to use them, I think. They're not that much more expensive than the others, to be honest. So let's go for those. And we will buy... We will get 8 of those. And let's just see how this goes. And then, now this is something I've not done with the... with the controller. I've not actually created any routes or anything yet. So let's get over to where the routes are, and new line, line 1. Now, can we edit that? So we have to add stations then, do we? See, I'm still learning this. We need to add stations. Okay, so we'll add that one then, and that one. Okay. And how do we... Let me just pause it, by the way, while we're doing this. So how... We've added the stations. How do we actually edit? Ah, rename LB. Right, okay. Oh no, that's that. I don't want to rename that. Let's cancel that. How do we edit the line name? Can't seem to edit the line name. Doesn't seem to want to go... Ah, is that it? No, that's... Rename? Ah, right, okay. There we go. A little bit more convoluted, to be honest, that bit, than on the PC version. But anyway, here we go. So, I can't remember where we're talking about now. We're talking about wick, aren't we? Let's say wick. Let's go with wick oil. Actually, we will go crude oil. I'm not bothered with capitals, it's too much messing about. And actually, the other thing I wanted to put in there was road, if I'm honest. I don't know whether I can do that now. Now I've done all that. We'll try and remember that in future. Let's submit that. Okay, so that's got that in. And can we change the colour of this? How do we change the colour then? New line, rename. You can rename. How do you change the colour? Can't fathom that out. We've got rename. But I can't seem to get it over to the actual colour. So can you change the colour? I don't know. I have no idea. Again, pop it down in the comments. I don't know. Not having the console version per se, I'm struggling to find how you do that, if I'm honest. don't know how you do that at all. How do you change the actual colour of that? That just does them. You can rename filter, delete line, new line. No, can't seem to find a way of changing that colour. So don't know, guys. I don't know. Pop it down in the comments so you can sort it out for next time, if indeed you can change the name, but I can't seem to find a way of doing it. Sorry, not the name, the colour, I should say. Right, so we've got our line sorted out anyway. So let's go back to vehicles, and we will pop all these. Now again, how do you select all? I've selected all there. Does that do that? Back actions. Ah, has that sorted it? Has that sorted it? It is quite a bit different to the PC version, to be honest. No, we're not on play, are we? Let's get on play. Let's see what happens. Ah, there we go. That has sorted it then. Okay, wasn't all too clear that, to be honest. Like I said, I'm still learning it. I've been playing with a mouse and keyboard, and you know, I'm determined to try and get the controller way of playing things as well for people that are on console. So, but it is a bit of a learning curve trying to understand how to work it. So let's see how this goes then. Let's get the speed up. And we can see we've got deliveries already here then. And that's one guy gone off. So I'm just kind of noting, what are they actually doing here? They're waiting to be filled up, aren't they? I think by the looks of it. I think that's what's actually happening. They're waiting to be filled up with the oil. Now, as I said, whether this is going to be enough, I don't know. We will have to see what happens on that. But let's basically see how things go. Now, this town of Wick, they actually require tools and fuel as well. So we're not going to be able to get them any help just at the moment, because we need a factory that supplies fuel and tools. And I'm just having a look round. So Elgin here, they supply fuel, so we could take the fuel over to Wick from there. And with regards tools, I don't know. Is there anywhere around here that does tools? Need a factory that makes tools. Can't seem to find anywhere. So that's going to be an interesting one then to sort out, isn't it? Don't know. Don't know on that. But anyway, this let's have a look at see what they're actually doing now. So the production's 400, shipment's 400. There's been 10% transported. And are we actually making any money here? We are making some money, aren't we? We perhaps could be making a little bit more, but so yeah, the earnings are creeping up. I'd like to get it into the black if we can, rather than hemorrhaging money like we're doing. It's kind of gradually creeping down, isn't it? I wonder if we could do with just a few more vehicles on there, just to help things along. It does seem to be profiting though, that little run. So let's leave it at that. Now, is there anywhere nearby? That's another oil well, isn't it? So there's no point in going to that one. We're just wondering whether there's anywhere that needs oil that's nearby. I think that was the one thing that I ought to have perhaps thought about before we decided to start up there is which places actually need oil, because there aren't a lot of factories up here, are there? So I don't know, but what I might do is I might just leave that one running for the time being. I'm just wondering whether to do this this one here, because Elgin requires fuel. Oh no, sorry, they both. That's not a factory though, is it? I'm getting confused. They both require fuel, which I can't yet supply. This is the issue. So I think we might have to work our way south a little bit and perhaps do a similar thing around here as well. And leave that one running up there. Let's just see how that goes. So we have Aberdeen that wants machines and tools, and they want bread and fuel. There aren't an awful lot of factories up here that's producing what we want at the moment. That's a refinery there, and that's an oil well there. So could we... That could be done via road as well, potentially, couldn't it? Or do we do a railway for that one? Might be worth doing a railway for that. So they get the refined oil, but again, where does somewhere need... We're looking for places that want refined oil, and I can't seem to find anywhere. Or am I absolutely missing something? Is the actual fuel the refined oil? That's what I'm starting to think now. Because I'm not noticing any... I can't see any industries that require refined oil. Well, what's that one? That's a refinery though, isn't it? But they also produce fuel as well though. So that refinery does refined oil and fuel. But what sort of places? That's what I'm struggling with at the moment. I can't seem to find anywhere that requires refined oil. This is what I'm struggling with. They require fuel. So we need to supply them with bread and fuel. Ah, right, okay, found one here. So they require refined oil and they turn it into whatever that one is, which to be honest I'm not entirely certain what that one is. Well, chemicals, isn't it? That's it. So, of course, it's a chemical plant. Silly me. So, yeah, okay. So there are industries that do require refined oil then. Okay. So, but I'm still... I wonder if I need to turn my inversion around on that left stick. I'm still wondering what to do about up here though, because there isn't anywhere around here that actually requires refined oil. That it comes back to that same problem again. So I think let's have a little look at this down here then. Let's get this sorted out. Let's get another oil run going, and we'll do a train this time. I don't know whether to do train or road though. It's going to be quite expensive to do We've got a bloody big river to get over there. So it's going to be quite expensive, and the roads are already built, aren't they? So, do you know what? I'm going to do this one by road as well. That's what I'm going to do, because the roads are already there. It seems silly not to use them at this early stage. So, let's get this sorted out then after lots of rambling on, and I do apologise. So, we need road, and we want buildings, and we require truck stations. And we will put one as far away as we can, so that they haven't got as far to go, which is about there, isn't it? Well, let's just check on the price, though. The price is about the same, isn't it? There. Let's put that one. Oh, no, that's 100. We don't want that. So let's put that one there. And we will place that one there. Somewhere around here. Don't know what's happening with that one. Oh, that's a lot of money, that one, isn't it? Oh, it's because there's a bloody big hill there. Let's come over this side. It's just going up a bit there, isn't it? Let's have it round there somewhere. Just tuck it in slightly. Let's have that one there then. And now we need some... Oh, we need a depot, don't we? Forgot about that. Let's get the depot up, and let's place that somewhere where it's not going to cost too much. Is that connected? No, it's not connected, is it? Now, how do I change height? Ooh, that's a fair old whack, isn't it? 131. 125. I'm just wondering how it would be on the other side. That. Let's spin that round. Ooh, that's better. That's better. It just shows you if you just have a look around a bit. Let's pop that one in there. And we will do our line first of all. So new line. And this one is going between... well, actually... Oh, do you know what? I've made a mistake though, haven't I? I ought to have put the depot up at the other end. Ah, silly me. That was silly. That was very, very silly. Well, it's done now. So they want to go up to the this one first, don't they? So it's that one. So little mistake there. Putting the depot in the wrong place. But hey ho. Right. And we now need some vehicles. So we're going to go to our depot and Oh, I've put a bloody tram down. I can't believe it. I always get confused with those. I've just realised what I've done. Right, okay, we're going to have to demolish that now. Ah, no. Is it definitely a tram? It is, isn't it? It's a bloody tram depot I've put down. Can't believe it. Oh well, at least we're back up the other end, aren't we? That's cost us so much money. That's untrue. Let's come down here. Looking over here, aren't we? Oh dear, guys. What an idiot am I. Right, road depot. That's what we're after. I thought it was expensive as well. So that's cutting into a big hill there, isn't it? Let's get over this side. That's connected, hasn't it? That'll do. That'll do us. Let's plonk that in there. Right. And we now need to connect those vehicles to the line 1. Now, how do we... It's that one we want. Oh, I see. So that, yeah, we can't use all this time, can we? How do you... choose the line. Line 1. This, I have to say, after using the other system, this is quite confusing for me. I can't work out. Oh, actually, we haven't bought any vehicles yet, have we? That's why. Because we haven't bought any vehicles yet. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. How do you... Oh, buy vehicles, that's it. Missing that. It's so different to using a mouse and... well, a mouse, basically, and a cursor. So different. Now, what did I use on the last ones? Can't use any of those. All cargo. It was the diesel one, wasn't it? All cargo diesel. That's it. It was them. So let's buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just get 8 of those as well. We'll go for 9. And we need to assign them to finding this very strange. Really am. How do I assign those vehicles? I can't get to that all at the top. I don't understand it. Actions. Ah, right, okay. Found it. Right, okay. But how, I still don't know how you select all. Still not understanding that. Can't select all in there. Filter sorts, show all. No, it's not that. Don't know how you do that. Right. That's them. Okay. So, that's now producing oil. And they're off taking the oil down there. That's brilliant. Right. Hopefully, we've spent enough money for what I want to do at the moment. Hopefully, we're going to start making a bit of money. But we will have to wait and find out, I suppose, won't we? I think I need to invert that that camera interface. Is it that or is it controller? Invert rotation. Let's just try that. Finding something a bit odd with that. Right, well, they're all coming down. So it's the first one of this. And he's got 5 on. That's good. So he's actually carrying 5. Now, like I said, I don't know whether I've gone about this the right way. I mean, it would have been helpful if I hadn't have had to, or hadn't have built a tram station in the first place. But we will see. Just wanted to see, guys, if I can get us into the black. If I can get us into the black by just doing these 2, then I'll be a happy money, and we will leave it at that for today. But let's just see if we can actually get into the black and start earning some cash. And how's this oil refinery doing? Production. The production's going up, which is good. Ah, we're in the black. Fantastic. We're actually making some money. Brilliant. We're making money, guys. We're making money. He's taken us a while, but we're making some money. That's fantastic news. Right, I'm going to leave it at that for today then, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, please give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed what you've seen, and subscribe to the channel for more videos, and click that notification bell. And remember the Discord, which I'll put in the description. So thanks again, take care, and we will see you on the next one. Bye for now.